Okay then, so the summer 2024 Ninjago set pictures for Dragons Rising have finally been revealed, and in this video I want to go over my thoughts on these sets, ranking them from worst to best. So let's get into it, starting with this tournament training ground polybag, which is not really fair to compare a polybag to the other sets, so we're just going to look at this one first before we get into the worst of first. This tournament training ground, this looks like a really awesome polybag. So good to get Cole in one of these polybags. So yeah, Cole in this polybag, and then a Wolf Mask Warrior. We've got one of the brand new Wolf Mask Warriors in this polybag here as well. But yeah, the actual polybag itself is just this small little tournament training ground. Looks like you can plug it into one of the other sets in this wave, so that's really cool to see. And yeah, we just got this little stand with one of those new katanas, and you can blow it up to launch Cole off into the air. I'm just jumping in from the future now to say that these sets are now available on lego.com, and 3 of them are available on pre-order. So the Tournament Battle Arena, the Source Dragon of Motion, and the Ninja Team Combo Vehicle. So sorry if any information in the rest of the video is inaccurate, but yeah, these weren't on lego.com until now, so I'm just kind of putting this in to show you that for some of these sets you can now pre-order them, and they are going to be releasing on June 1st for the UK and Europe, and then August 1st for the USA. So the next set, this is the worst of the wave. This is the small Zane's Ice Motorcycle. Yeah, this is a tiny set. You only get one minifigure in here, sadly. That is Zane in his tournament suit. So if you don't want the big Tournament Temple City, that is great for you, because I'm pretty sure this is the only other way to get Zane in that tournament suit. I am going to make another video going over the minifigures for this wave, because there are some really cool ones in here. But yeah, this bike, I mean, it's pretty standard by Ninjago bike standards. It's very small. I do like the use of these crystallized weapon pieces in translucent blue for these big ice crystals here on top of those blades. That looks really fun. The actual bike, yeah, it's very small. It's got this smaller wheel at the back and a bigger wheel at the front there. And yeah, you can see Zane just kind of riding off that as well. We've got some pictures of the build there. The feature of this one looks like you can just push down on this golden bit at the back, and that will launch these ice blades out to the sides. Pretty standard as far as Ninjago bikes go. There's nothing really special here. It's kind of just like a parts pack giving you this Zane minifigure for cheap. So yeah, at least that is nice to see. It's nice to get Zane and Cole in some cheap sets for a change. Next set on the list is the Ninja Team Combo Vehicle. This is kind of like the Dragons Rising version of the Ultrasonic Raider. And I mean, at the very least, is better than the abomination that was the Legacy Ultrasonic Raider. That set was honestly terrible. So yeah, this is a nice step up from that, but still, I don't think it holds a candle to the original Ultrasonic Raider, and it definitely doesn't come anywhere close to beating the Ultra Stealth Raider. There are no exclusive minifigures in this one, so we get Lloyd, Cole, Nia, Sora, and 2 Wolf Mask Warriors. The only thing exclusive about these is the Wolf Mask Warrior having this armor piece in red, but I'm really not going to count that as an exclusive minifigure just because of that. So we got a first look at some of the vehicles that pop off of this thing. We've got these 2 small bikes for Cole and Nia here. They are kind of color coded between them. Looks like they can attach together, which is a cool feature. That wasn't really a thing with the other Ultrasonic Raider bikes, so that is a nice new thing there. So you can have them attached together, or you can have them go off in separate ways, so that is pretty cool. But yeah, these bikes, they do look pretty generic. They're just kind of generic Ninjago bikes that stick on the side of this big vehicle here. Sora's little glider is really nothing special. That is literally just like 20 pieces stuck together. It just kind of sits on the back of the Raider. Yeah, that's really nothing special, nothing compared to the other gliders of the other sets. And then the big main vehicle itself is the big kind of car thing in the middle with the big tank treads on the side, and that is of course for Lloyd. That is definitely the best part of this set, and I do think the whole thing does look better when it is all combined together with those bikes attached to the side there, and then the little glider on the back. And the Wolf Mask Warriors definitely look pretty cool. I love the little kind of red ghostly claws coming off the back of one of them there, and it's nice to get 2 of them in this set, considering Zane's bike, which really ought to have one. Just you know, throw one in there for Zane to fight, and that doesn't have one. So yeah, getting 2 in this is kind of nice to make up for that. But yeah, these are very, very lacking in this new wave, which is really a shame considering how plentiful they were in the first wave. So on the whole, this isn't a terrible set by any means. 576 pieces, you get a decent looking vehicle. But yeah, the worst part about this set is the price point. For 576 pieces, this costs $90 in the US. But yeah, really, no exclusive minifigures means the build really does kind of have to sell this one, which is ultimately what a LEGO set should do. I don't think minifigures should be what sell a LEGO set, so I am happy that there are no exclusive minifigures in this, apart from that little red armor piece. I don't think it's terrible. Definitely looks like it's a lot of fun, but yeah, very, very overpriced. Next up on our worst to first is Cole's Titan Dragon Mech. This is the biggest Ninjago mech ever made with 1,055 pieces. And yeah, we've got this giant gold, white and black Titan mech for Cole with some orange accents in the arms and legs there. And yeah, you can just see compared to the Cole minifigure that is included, yeah, this thing is giant. He's barely the size of its foot, which I guess kind of represents just how ridiculous the size of some of these Ninjago mechs is. You know, these are going to stomp on enemies really easily. There is no challenge there. Got this giant sword that it can hold. I like these kind of wings that come off the back, the kind of dragon wings to kind of set it apart from some of the others. And yeah, the return of the piston pieces as well, just like Kai's Climber Mech, we've got those piston pieces, which very much kind of taken out of Bionicle. That looks really cool there. And I think this does have posable knees, so that is great to see that we've actually got posable knees on this thing. The big torso area up here is all kind of black with the lower arms in white and the lower legs in white as well. So it's a nice colour scheme there. Cole just kind of sits in the middle there. And yeah, this is another one where the minifigure selection is really, really poor. You only get one minifigure in this set, and that is the exclusive Mech Cole. Bit of a shame that it's one exclusive minifigure and nothing more. 3 or 4 Wolf Warriors would have been really nice to see in this, especially with how few there are in this wave. Obviously, I'm not a huge fan of the Ninjago mechs, but I definitely think this is one of the better Titan mechs. Nice elbow articulation, knee articulation. Love the return of the piston pieces again, just like the Climber mech. And yeah, I've got some articulation in the shoulders as well with those big shoulder builds. They look really, really bulky there. I think the torso might be able to rotate as well. If that is the case, that would be very, very cool. That is Cole's Dragon Titan mech with the exclusive Cole minifigure. Now on to the top 3 sets for this wave, and first up we come to the Tournament Battle Arena. This is a really, really good set. You get some great minifigures in here. So we've got Kai, Sora, Cinder, who is brand new and exclusive, a Wolf Mask Warrior again with those big claws on the back, Evil Jay, and Tox, the Master of Poison, has returned, and Jay has kind of returned in evil form. So it's very interesting to see what that's all about. The actual build, as you can see, we've got this kind of big statue of a sensei in the middle. We've got that long beard just like Master Wu, the grey hat, some flags coming off the back. That's really cool. And he's holding one of these golden dragon statues. So that's kind of a statue of a source dragon in one hand, and then the other we've got this nice scroll. I hope that is a printed piece, but it'll probably be a sticker. But yeah, that does look very nice as well. Over here we've got Toxikita kind of banging on the drum to kind of start the tournament. That's really cool. And yeah, the main feature of this is you've got these 2 platforms, and you can kind of rotate stuff around to have the ninja battle their enemies on these platforms. So yeah, that looks like a really cool set. One of these pictures is actually taken from the next set for some reason. The website that uploaded these is a German toy shop website that uploaded these. They put one of the Tournament Temple City pictures in here as well, but we're not quite on there yet. So yeah, we've got this nice collapsible staircase that's throwing Evil Jay down there. Evil Jay's torso looks really, really cool. So you can just pull this piece out, and much like the Jitsu Battlegrounds, that will kind of collapse down, so that's really cool. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's much going on. 659 pieces, it really doesn't look that big. This kind of looks like it's going to be quite a small little build, but I think you can connect it to some of the other sets as well, like the little polybag. I'm sure that's going to attach on here somewhere. You can connect it to the Tournament Temple City, but yeah, very cool set. Love the little statue in the middle, kind of the sensei sitting down, meditating. Yeah, another great little set. Very excited to get this one. Now the next set on the list is the huge Tournament Temple City. Definitely the second best set of this wave in my opinion. Not the best, but it is very, very close there. So yeah, this is an immensely huge temple set, bigger than the Temple of Ejitsu, although the Ejitsu temple does kind of have more going for it in terms of the actual temple. This thing is very, very hollow, as you can see. We've got this nice cave area though underneath here where this dragon can come in. We've got this brown, kind of orangey brown dragon. That looks really nice. A small little dragon to go along with this. I love this little water wheel that kind of bashes down on the anvil, and they're using this transparent orange sword to represent a sword that is being freshly kind of made. That is really awesome. We've got some great minifigures in here. We've got Lloyd, Cole, Zane, Nia, and Aaron. So we've got 5 of the 9 ninja in here. Oh no, actually we've got 6 of the 9 ninja because we've also got Wildfire. And then as for the other minifigures, we've got this kind of explorer guy. He's got a monocle on there, that Han Solo hair in white, that's very cool. Yeah, so he's going to be a very interesting character. And we've also got the return of Mr. Pale. This is a very cool, another of the Elemental Masters returning. So we've got both Elemental Masters that were previously in Ultra Agent sets. We've got this Temple Guard, kind of looks like a robot minifigure, it's kind of all golden. And we've also got Lord Raz and Jordana in new suits. So yeah, nice minifigure selection in this one. Again, the actual temple itself, very hollow. It is kind of just a facade temple. We've got this temple sat up here. There are some rooms in here, but they're not very big. A bit like the Temple of Ejitsu, but it does look a bit smaller. And then obviously the main bulk of the set is actually taken up by the huge kind of rocky underpath. But yeah, it's got some nice terrain here. We've got this little pier and a bridge over the river to get into the temple area. And yeah, this does look like a really cool set. Mr. Pale has got his little hot air balloon there. But yeah, this is a really cool looking set. We've got a smaller building there down the side. I think for the piece count, I would have expected a bigger temple and kind of a smaller ground area. I think more interior space for the temple would have been nice. But I honestly can't really complain too much because what we have got is really cool. And yeah, I'm very excited to see this in person. And now for the final set, the best set of the wave. This is the Source Dragon of Motion, the huge Ninjago Source Dragon set. This is phenomenal. This is by far the biggest Ninjago Dragon that has ever been made with 1,700 pieces. We've got this huge beast of a dragon. It's got 4 legs, so it is an actual dragon, not a wyvern. And yeah, the 4 legs and the 2 wings there. The wings do look pretty small compared to the rest of the body. There is no way those wings are going to be making this thing fly. But yeah, it does look really cool. And we've also got this big throne that kind of just sits on the top with another of those small wolf heads and that gong of shattering hanging down there. So obviously we've got this throne for Lord Raz to sit on. So maybe this Source Dragon is Lord Raz's master, the Source Dragon of Motion. That would be very cool to see if this is kind of the big bad of the series, or maybe Lord Raz has kind of captured this dragon with the power of his other Source Dragon. But we have got 6 of these orange Source Dragon spirits kind of flying around it. They are all the same colour, and it looks like they all get individual clear stands to sit on, so they can kind of float around there as the Source Dragon spirits. The actual dragon measures 63 centimeters long and 74 centimeters wide, so yeah, this is an incredibly big dragon. Got that huge wingspan there. Looks like all 4 legs are going to have decent amount of articulation, so yeah, that is very cool to see. This kind of feels like a bigger version of Firstborn, the dragon from Hunted, in the sense that it's kind of a huge fire dragon set, but it isn't actually a fire dragon, it's something else. Obviously, Firstborn was the mother of all dragons. She had multiple elemental powers, and this Source Dragon of Motion is actually, you know, not a fire dragon, it's the Source Dragon of Motion. Or maybe it is a fire dragon, I don't know. Just all in all, this is easily the best set of this wave. Might even be the best set of Ninjago 2024. Obviously, it would have to compete with the Dragonstone Shrine for that title, but yeah, I think this really could do it, and I'm very excited to get this one and see it in person. Obviously, again, 1,700 pieces. This is an absolute behemoth. This is by far the biggest Ninjago dragon there has ever been. At the moment, I think the Skull Sorcerer's Dragon is the best, and that is one of the biggest as well. But yeah, this really could be a contender for the best Ninjago dragon of all time, and it's certainly the best set of these new Ninjago Summer 2024 sets. As for the minifigures, we get Kai, Arin, Wildfire, Lord Raz, Jordana, and a Wolf Mask Warrior. Would have liked to have seen an extra Wolf Mask Warrior in here, for the same reasons I've explained before. But yeah, this new Lord Raz looks incredible. New Jordana, again. This is actually the cheapest way to get Arin, Raz, and Jordana. So yeah, that is something. This absolutely huge set has got 3 minifigures kind of locked into it for the cheapest price. So any Arin fans out there, I am sorry, but unless he comes in a magazine soon, you are not going to be able to get this suit very easy. So yeah, that is it. That is my thoughts on these new Ninjago sets. So yeah, stay tuned for a video coming soon on all of the new minifigures, where I will take a better look at all of those and give my thoughts on each individual minifigure and tell you which sets you need to buy to get the entire collection. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you again very soon.